Hi, it's Devious Mermaids. I'm back. I know, the consistency is probably shocking. Anyways, so since posting my last video, a lot of people have asked me what I've noticed is different since losing 30 pounds. And I know there's a lot of videos out there on the internet that describe like their experience with losing 30 pounds or, you know, even like 100 pounds. But I think it's important to know that like everybody, it's gonna hit everybody differently. So around 25 pounds lost, I didn't see one damn difference. Like my before and after pictures looked almost identical, and I really didn't feel like I was making a lot of progress. And that's one of those stages where you just have to trust the process. And I hate that advice because it's, clearly I don't have patience. Who has patience for this? But so what I've noticed is different was once I hit around 30 pounds, I actually could see a difference in my before and after pictures, which I can pop at least one right there. And seeing the difference, it's like, for a lot of people, it's hard for your mind to catch up with your body. So like even seeing the pictures and seeing the progress you've made, seeing your measurements go down, you know, feeling better, being able to sleep better, things being easier for you to do and maneuver for yourself. You see those changes and you feel those changes, but it's just like you don't get it. Like your brain is still 30 pounds heavier. And so it takes you a while to feel like you really like made progress. And that's totally okay. Not everybody is gonna feel that way. Some people are like, oh, I lost a pound, look how thin I am. But for a lot of people, they struggle, like me, with a touch of body dysmorphia where you can see the pictures and you just think you're just still as big as you were before. And that's okay. It is okay to not feel like you're making that much progress, but it's important that you don't give up. And that is the best piece of advice I could give anybody, is just don't give up. Even though I am the biggest, like every 3 days I'm like, God, I want to quit. I don't like I hate this. But I know it's better for me, and it's better for my health, and it's better for my longevity. Anyways, I know it's better for my longevity and my life as a whole. And I can tell you now, a couple of years ago, with the state of health I was in, I didn't think I'd make it to C30. And now that we've gotten my underlying health conditions taken care of, all the ones that are worsened by excess weight have improved. I can tell you my A1C has gone down. It's like something like 6-7 months ago, it was like a 9 point something, and now it's 7. I'm going for blood work in a couple weeks, and hopefully it's even lower. It should be lower. But 7 is the goal for controlled type 2 diabetes. And so that was a big win for me. I went from taking sometimes up to like 12 shots a day, usually all in the stomach, of insulin, to now I usually just do 1 shot a day of my long-acting insulin, Lantus, which I was taking upwards of 50 units a day, and now I take 22, 23, depending on the day. And that's made a big difference. My stomach is no longer constantly covered in bruises, and I don't feel like having to do the insulin is such a burden anymore. Like before, it was this huge event, and now pass me my insulin, stab, it's done. And which again, I make that sound really easy, and I know it's not for a lot of people, so don't think I'm discounting your struggle, because I struggle with the shots. I can make a video about that. My blood pressure was high. They officially diagnosed with high blood pressure last year, and I started on like 25 milligrams of losartan, and then they upped it to 50, and then they upped it to 100 because my blood pressure just kept getting higher. And since losing this amount of weight, we've been able to cut it in half, and it looks like we're going to need to cut it in half again soon. So hopefully in a few months, I'll be off blood pressure medicine completely. And I can tell you from the diabetic standpoint, my skin doesn't dry out as much. I'm not as dehydrated as I used to be. Like before, I would drink like 6 or 7 of these a day and I'd still feel like shit. I have chronic nausea, and they took my gallbladder out years ago, and they never really gave me a reason behind why I have chronic nausea. But I have found that since lowering the amount of calories and the amount of food that I take in and losing the weight, the more weight I lose, the less I need to rely on my nausea medication. Whereas before, sometimes I was taking 2 or 3 8-milligram pills a day, and now it's like maybe once a week I take half a pill if I need it, or like if I'm really, really sick or like on my period or something, I need it. But now it's an as-needed basis and less of a I can't survive, I can't leave the house without it. And what else? Sleeping. Oh, sleeping is so much nicer. I don't know. I didn't think it would make that big of a difference to lose weight. I didn't think it would change my sleeping patterns because I thought I was getting fine sleep before, but thanks to a sandy little guy right here, I can literally see the difference in my sleeping patterns, where, you know, a few months ago, I was up and down and restless all night, and now I just sleep, and I get a good sleep and a good rest. And it's also helped me be able to keep a consistent bedtime, which is the most boring adult sentence of my life. But it's really good for you. So now I go to sleep around 10 or 11 and I wake up around 7 or 8 every day, which I never thought would be possible because I used to be the person that would stay awake till 4 or 5 a.m. and then wake up at like 1 or 2 p.m. And now I just don't. I don't feel good when I stay up too late, and even when I do, I wake up early and I'm like bright and refreshed, and it's wonderful. It's been really good for my skin. I don't know if you can tell. It's obviously not like blemish free, but it's improved a lot since like 6 months ago for sure. I was getting like stress breakouts and all kinds of stuff. I have just like a naturally red face, and my face was always red. I was always hot and sweaty all the time, and I realized I moved to a colder place than Florida, but I'm telling you, if I still was carrying that 30 pounds around, I would be hot and sweaty in 20-degree weather. And that's just what it's like when you're overweight. And so that's been a very nice change. Is I get cold now. I never got cold before, so that's a fun new experience. I have less joint pain in my knees and stuff. That's one of those things that like it creeps up on you over the years as you gain weight slowly, and you don't really register it as being a problem. And then once it's gone, you're like, where did it go? That was such an issue that I didn't realize was such an issue, and now it's fine. Everything is fine. So that's a good thing, especially if you didn't notice it in the first place, because then you only notice it once it's gone. So you're not all like miserable beforehand. But if you are miserable beforehand, definitely try and lose some weight, because my knees feel so much better. My feet feel so much better. And these are all just like the health side benefits. There's also so many extra benefits, like being able to fit into other clothes, your clothes fitting differently. Those are just like physical health benefits for people that already have these issues. I know my cholesterol has gone down. Like my total cholesterol was like 250 or something, and now it's 144. So even if you're not seeing changes yet, and even if you're like, oh, it's only 10 pounds or whatever, just stick with it and you will keep losing. you will keep losing. And the more you lose, the physically better you feel. Even if you don't think that like you're sleeping or whatever are problems for you right now, you just will feel better once you lose some of the weight. And, obviously that's not going to apply to everyone, and it's not a great plan for everyone. And the way I went about losing weight was obviously not the way for everyone. Everyone is different. See your doctor, do your own research, see what works best for you. But I can tell you that I'm so glad I made this change, and I can't wait to see, even if I am the same weight in a few months, like how much more fit I am and how many more things I'm able to do. So yeah, that's the story of, what happens when you lose 30 pounds, at least for me. So if you like this video, please like it, please share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Devious Mermaids, follow me on Instagram at Manatee2Mermaid, which is obviously the weight loss one, and drop any comments that you have below. Let me know, did you hate this? Do you think I'm totally wrong? Are you like, who is she to give off advice and whatever? Or let me know if you really enjoyed it and would like more content like this, or what I should make my next video about. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like, share, follow, show it to your friends, show it to your mom.